Hey everybody, Peter Pop Art is back with another episode for us to do our artwork together. That noise you heard is me moving the mic. You're going to hear that a lot because I'm not totally perfectly set up and I'm going to move my screen a little bit. That's the noise you hear there. So, where we are today is I promised that we would take some of these, where we're going to take one of these robots and take them a little bit closer to completion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this one guy disappear, and I'm going to lighten this up a whole bunch. Now, move over robot number one, because this is going to be our focus for today. Now, listen, I know that a lot of you guys can't just lighten up your doodle. So, what I want you guys to do is if you need to, redraw your sketch extra light, okay? This way, it kind of has this effect because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build upon the drawing that I've done. All right, I'll wait while you guys do that. And by waiting, I mean I want you guys to hit pause. And when you're ready, hit play. So go ahead, hit pause right now, guys. All right, I'm assuming that you guys have hit pause, redrawn if needed, and are now ready to get started. So, all right, I know I got the right color. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit on this guy, and I'm going to start with the head of my robot. Now, this is going to be a slightly tighter version of what's already been done, and I'm going to add elements and change elements and just kind of go with how I feel like I want to go. I want to make this guy have a little bit more of a real, I don't know, less human feel because this guy's got a lot more human proportions than the others do. So, what I want to do is really make sure that we get it across that this guy is a robot. But I also don't want to make like a scary looking robot. I want to make kind of like a fun looking robot. So, hopefully, I achieve that. I'm not sure if I will, but we will see. And we will go down this road together. Now, if you drew your own type of robot, guys, no worries. Just keep working on your robot that you created and just use these principles as we go forward. And the principles are look at what I'm doing, but if you are not following along, do your own thing and be creative and just have some fun. All right? So, here is our robot. Give him another little a sensor over here. And over here, let's give him a little antenna. And my robot's neck, I want to make him look like he's got, some flexibility in that neck. And now I'm gonna jump around this guy and make changes and make adjustments and just really just try to have fun with this. All right, so I'm gonna beef up his arm a little bit. And hopefully, this looks good. Because remember what I said earlier in a previous video, which is I just kind of go and I run with it. And sometimes I don't really know where I'm going with some of these drawings. I'm going to undo that a little bit because that line curved up because my arm got stuck to the table. So, just really have fun with every shape you want to draw. Make that a little thinner and give him like a big cuff on his arm. And you see how I'm using the lines underneath as a guide. All right, and here's where his arm is and his hand, and I'm going to give him kind of like a little flipper hand. All right, and I'm going to kind of focus now on, and remember, these are all the shapes that we've already done, aren't they? Cylinders, balls. This is kind of a rectangle. Here's your cone, okay? And all your shapes are designed for you to kind of push, pull, squeeze, all of it. All right, it's almost like you're working with clay. And yet again for the spine of this guy, we're gonna keep him on a swivel. This way he could be walking forward, but literally turn his whole upper body backwards, because why not? He is a robot. Okay. I'm going to pick up my eraser over here and just kind of tap that out a little bit. This way it's a little cleaner. There we go. So now we have another little ball joint. And the arm, we'd probably see a little bit of the back of that big shoulder area. And here is the upper arm and where the ball connects. And then the wider cuffs that taper in. All right. And here's going to be the inside. So over there is going to be the thumb. And over here is going to be kind of like the flipper claw holder shovel thingy. All right. And let's give him the double line over there. And let's add those lines over here. All right. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit and see how he's looking. Yeah, he looks fun. All right. He still has the same vibe, but he's kind of taking shape now. All right. So over here, let us give him his pelvis or his hips. All right. And let's mirror some of this down here. It goes down. All right. And just keeping with the shapes that you have, thinking about how you want to go. Or, don't think about it. Freeform it. And, make it yours if you really want to. At the very least, I'm just somebody who is rambling away while you guys are drawing and working on your art. Okay? So let's go down. And I would really like to repeat that upper, the forearm part over here as well. So now that I've done that, I'm going to make my eraser a whole lot smaller, though. I'm going to erase that so we know that the ball is actually inserted within the lower leg. So we go wide and come in. Wide and come in. And we'll do the same thing over here. Wide and come in. Wide and come in. And double line it. And double line it. And then the feet. I'm not going to go crazy on the feet, because, to be honest, I'd rather not sit here and draw little robot toes. But that doesn't mean I can't draw a little robot sole for traction, for when he is walking on a desert-like moon or Mars or whatever, because who knows where you're gonna ultimately take your super cool robot. All right, so right now let's make this go away and let's take a nice full look at this guy. So far, this guy's looking pretty decent. Now, for a little bit of a bonus, why don't we add some shading? So what I'm going to do is, and remember, the harder you press, the darker the line. All right, so that's a hard press line, and the lighter you press, a light line. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of that. Now, I'm not going to make any lines darker than the lines I've already established. So I'm going to pretend that the light is kind of coming from up here. All right, and I'm going to give him a little bit of shading over here. All right, you remember your practice assignments. All right, this is why we do all of these things in order. I'm going to get rid of my underdrawing. And here's the shadow under his neck, and a little bit of a shadow on the eye, a little bit of shadow on the sensor, all right, on the antenna. All right, over here on the joint, give him some shading on the upper arm. All right, a little shading over there. Now remember, guys, I'm moving quick because I know you guys are actually going to be getting ready for schoolwork pretty soon. So I don't want to end up taking up all your whole day. But, this is also something that you can revisit once you're done with your homework. Just a thought. Okay, a little bit of shading on that. I'm going to give him that same type of finger bend over there. Now, this is where it gets kind of interesting. I want to definitely cast a shadow from his arm, but because the light is coming from the upper back, I don't think we're going to not see any of his back over here. So that's why I left a little bit of light exposed. A little bit of shading over there. Some shading down the arm. More on the ball. Some on the forearm, and I'm going to leave a little bit of the back of the arm over here exposed. And I'm also going to expose a little bit of light over here on the arm. And I'm going to clearly define it over there like that. And some more on the cuff. And some on the thumb. All right, and just kind of give it a little faded shadow over there. Now these, because they are, they're designed to rotate, I'm going to go in and kind of shade each one individually. I didn't do it over here because of the mass of the head on top, but if you want, you can go in and give it little curves like that. All right. Remember I said it would be jumping around a lot. So there's some of the shadowing over there. Over here, we definitely have to put shadow underneath. All right. Now, let me see. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make him look a little bit happier. We'll worry about that later. Some shading at the bottom of the hips. Some shading, but yet again, leave some exposed light on the inside of the leg. All right. Not necessarily doing the best technique. I'm just trying to help you guys map this out. Some stuff on the knees, or some shadow on the knees. Shadow over here on the other thigh. Yet again with some lighting kind of radiating from behind and from the top. All right. And over here on the knee. And for the leg, let's just go straight down. And I'm doing some line work here and there where it's solid, 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 and then it goes line, 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 line. And that kind of shows like a gradient where it goes from solid dark to gray to pure light. Okay, like that. So here's the leg. All right. Just a thought, just a different way to maybe do something. I'm not married to any of the actual rendering for this because I'm still kind of plotting it out. And over here, more shading on the leg. At the bottom of the cuff by the ankles. Bottom of the cuff by the ankles. And over here, some shading on the foot. And on the soles, some shading on the foot. And the soles. And then why not have a shadow underneath our character as well to add some weight. All right. Now, that there so far is looking pretty decent. All right. If we really wanted to, we could add little details. We could add more stuff on the arms, some patches, some sort of gizmos and sensors. All right. Add a sensor over there. Oh, no, not over there because that's a little too high up for balance. All right. A sensor over there. That comes a lot closer to mirroring this guy over here. And don't forget your shadow. A little bit of shadow over there. And I don't know what this guy does. Let's add a little detail over here. And maybe have a line go down and across, maybe to show where some points where he was welded together, or some of the places where he was kind of attached and built. And this really is, this could be your own drawing. You guys can go there and have as much fun with this as possible. Here's the joint, or a flex point for the foot. All right, so this way you can run and play catch with you if needed, or whatever you want your robot to do. More details. All right, now let's make him look a little bit more like a happy robot. And I'm going to give him kind of like a liquid metal mouth, and by liquid metal I mean that it's pliable and it moves around. And over here I'm going to give him kind of like a little robot eyebrow. All right, a little bit of shade on the eye. A little bit more over there. And just add little details that you think will make this guy look cool. The cooler it looks, the happier you're going to be with your drawing. All right. And there you go, guys. All right, so now we have taken one of our quick robot sketches to a much tighter form. All right, now everybody, do not forget, and I think it's still here, you guys need to go to peterpopart.com and download the free Grumpity Grump pages if you want to. They are for your coloring. If you feel like you want to color, you want some coloring book stuff, go to peterpopart.com and find the Grumpity Grump link, and you can download free coloring book pages. Also, if you want me to see the artwork you have done, go to Instagram and post it under #PeterPopArt or #PeterPopArtAgency. If you want, and if you are a kid, do not do this unless your parent does it. Got it? So, there you go, guys. Here, let's make that guy go bye-bye. And now, for our next video, we're going to work on this dude over here. All right? So, I look forward to seeing you guys for the next video. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is super psyched to get back to their schoolwork. And I hope everybody is absolutely not driving their parents crazy. All right, guys, stay safe, be happy, be healthy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.